Imagine center court at Wimbledon. A hush falls across the stands, the kind of silence that doesn't merely exist. It vibrates with anticipation. The scoreboard hasn't yet flickered, no ball has been struck, and yet history already feels close enough to touch. Then across millions of screens worldwide, those words appear. I'm back. 2 syllables, 3 letters, enough to send tremors across the sport. Serena Williams, the greatest name in modern tennis, had spoken. She wasn't reflecting on her past. She wasn't issuing pleasantries. She was returning. For months, whispers filled the air. Was her absence permanent? Was motherhood, injury, and the relentless march of time enough to draw the curtain on the most storied career of the women's game? Fans feared the truth, even as they prayed otherwise. And now she had answered, not with retirement, not with farewell, with fire. Her announcement wasn't made from a glossy press room nor through an anonymous statement. It was intimate, direct, almost vulnerable. Her voice cracked as she admitted the battles she'd fought, the sleepless nights of recovery, the doubts that clawed at her, the yearning she felt every time she passed by a tennis court. Yet beneath the honesty, there was steel, that unmistakable Serena defiance. The fire is still burning inside me, she declared. And just like that, the story of tennis was rewritten. Serena Williams is not simply an athlete. She is a phenomenon and a force of nature that reshaped the sport. 23 Grand Slam singles titles, 4 Olympic gold medals, countless records and aces, fastest serves, and comebacks under pressure. Her career reads not like a resume, but like a myth. From the streets of Compton to the royal lawns of Wimbledon, she brought not just power but poetry. Her serves cracked like thunder, her footwork danced like a storm, and her stare across the net was enough to break champions long before the first rally had ended. And let us not forget, this was never a solo act. Serena's rivalry with her sister Venus remains one of the most fascinating sagas in sport, a story of sibling love entangled with gladiatorial competition. Their duels were not merely matches, but Shakespearean theater, 2 queens battling for a crown only one could wear while sharing the same bloodline. But even queens stumble. Since that triumphant 2017 Australian Open, won while carrying her daughter Olympia, Serena's empire was threatened by injuries as complications and whispers of decline. Time, cruel and undefeated, appeared to creep closer. The world speculated. Had we seen the last of her? Was her reign over? She never gave the final word, until now. So why now? Why, after years of semi-retirement, of parental bliss, of health scares, did she decide to step once more into the arena? Insiders whisper of relentless training behind closed doors, a team of physiotherapists piecing her body back together, hour by hour, stitch by stitch, coaches devising new strategies, altering her movement, preserving her strength for when it mattered most. But there's another truth, one that is less physical and more spiritual. Serena is haunted by unfinished business. 23 Grand Slams, one shy of Margaret Court's record of 24. For most, 23 is immortality. For Serena, it feels incomplete. And so, the chase resumes. Her presence in training camps has been spotted discreetly, her figure seen in VIP boxes at tournaments, always watching, always studying, not as a retired legend, as a predator waiting for the right moment to strike again. Some suggest that her return is not about numbers, but about narrative, that she seeks to prove a point not to her critics but to herself, that motherhood and age need not be barriers, that resilience can be greater than youth, that love for the game is enough to fight the world once more. This is not me, but let us ask the crucial question. What does Serena's return mean for the sport itself? For years now, the women's game has been ruled by Iga Świątek, Ons Jabeur, Aryna Sabalenka. Each has carved out her empire, yet none has possessed the intoxicating combination of power, grace, and aura that Serena embodied. With one video, the chessboard is overturned. Draws that once looked predictable are suddenly haunted by a looming presence. Tournaments that had settled into routine are now bathed in electricity. Imagine Wimbledon with Serena's name etched into the bracket once again. It ceases to be merely a tournament. It becomes an event. And beyond results, there is symbolism. In a sport where careers often bow to age and motherhood, Serena redefines the rules. At 42, she forces us to reconsider what too old really means. With a daughter watching from the stands, she embodies a new archetype, the mother warrior, a figure both vulnerable and invincible. Her return doesn't just change tennis, it changes the conversations about life itself. Where then will this journey begin? Speculation swirls. The U.S. Open seems a natural choice. Her homeland, her city, the stage of her greatest triumphs and most heartbreaking defeats. Imagine the reception as she steps onto Arthur Ashe Stadium, the roar cascading down like a tidal wave. Wimbledon, too, calls to her. 7 titles there, etched into grass that remembers her footsteps. And then there is Melbourne, the scene of that miraculous 2017 victory, won while nurturing new life within. Roland Garros, the clay that tests every sinew of endurance, might also beckon. Her schedule will not be crowded. Every tournament will be chosen with surgical precision. Each appearance will be theater. Each match, a war. And behind the curtain, her team toils. Serves adjusted to protect weary shoulders. Footwork drilled to preserve fragile knees. Strategy refined so that cunning, not just brute force, carries her forward. This will not be the Serena of 2002. This will be a new Serena. Wiser, leaner, more dangerous in ways her rivals cannot yet imagine. Statistics still whisper her greatness. Over 85% career win rate. Records for aces, for fastest serves, for delivering under pressure when the world held its breath. Even her recent exhibition matches, away from the spotlight, reveal a form far sharper than expected. And yet, numbers have an inconvenient way of reminding us of the inevitable. She is 42. She has fought battles not just against opponents, but against her own body. Many would have retired, most would have. But Serena has never been most. In fact, history offers strange companions. Venus Williams still battles on. Kimiko Date-Crom played deep into her 40s. Why not Serena? Why not now? It is not the probability that matters. It is the possibility. And possibility, when draped in Serena's aura, feels heavier than certainty itself. Strip away the numbers, the records, the trophies, and you find something else. A woman who has spoken candidly about her scars, postpartum depression, near-fatal health complications, the toll of being both champion and mother, and yet from those shadows she rises. Each confession of vulnerability has only deepened her legend, for it proves that greatness does not mean invulnerability. It means standing up despite the wounds. Parents see in her a mirror of their own struggles. Young athletes see proof that dreams can outlast setbacks. Fans see resilience personified. And when her eyes glistened with tears during her comeback video, millions cried with her. This is no longer just about tennis. This is about life. History adores a comeback. Muhammad Ali after exile, Tiger Woods after scandal, George Foreman reclaiming the heavyweight crown at 45. But Serena's tale, a woman, a mother, a warrior, chasing immortality at 42, may yet eclipse them all. She has already defied biology by winning a Grand Slam pregnant. She has already fought back from injuries that would have ended lesser careers. Now, she seeks the impossible once more, to match or surpass Court's record, to stand at the summit not once, but twice, separated by decades. Even if she fails, the courage of the attempt alone could make this the greatest act of her career. And so, what must we, the faithful, watch for in the months ahead? Her body? Will it endure the rigors of the tour? Her mind? Will the hunger burn as fiercely under pressure? Her rivals? So here we stand, on the brink of another chapter in the book of Serena Williams. Not the first chapter nor the last, but perhaps the one we'll remember most. Can she seize another slam? Can she command center court one final time, fist clenched, eyes blazing, destiny in her grip? Or will this comeback be remembered not for trophies, but for the courage to return when the world least expected it? One thing is certain. The crown, whether worn again or not, is hers already. The queen has returned, and the world will never look away.